Yes, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakodash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, salutation to the Akiam, preaching the truth to the four corners of the earth in sincerity. I want to say shalom. My name is Brother Yakal from the GMS Prophetic Vibration Camp in Trinidad. I want to say shalom again. Right, to the speckled bird who may look like the heathen but are the Israelites. You understand? To the 1 and 2 faithful aquats that listening and learning to the husband. I want to say shalom. Right, the name of this video is going to be spiritual eyes and ears, because we know that the Lord gives some people spiritual eyes and ears that they may see. You understand? And to the others, he blinded them, right? So that because they just won't get it, right? They are just predestinated to to fall. They are predestinated to be cut off and die, right? The only people that is going to be saved is the elect and the 1/3. The Lord not dealing with anybody else. Salvation is for the elect. You understand? The elect of Israel and the 1/3. Right? So I'm gonna go down into it immediately. The book of Matthew, chapter 13. And I'll start from verse 10. And the disciples came on and said unto him, Why speakest thou unto them in parables? Right? The disciples came and wanted to know why he was speaking in parables. You understand? He was speaking in mysteries. Verse 11, he answered and said unto them, Because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given. Right? So the Lord knew that he gave some men to understand the mysteries of heaven, and then some he just didn't give. Right? And we know that anyhow, the Lord have a precept. I'll bring out that precept after, right? So it says, I'll read it over. He answered and said, Because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given. Verse 12, For whosoever had, to him shall be given, and he shall have more abundant. But whosoever had not, from him shall it be taken away that he had. Therefore speak I to them in parables, because they see not. Right? So they have eyes, but they can't see not, because they don't have spiritual eyes. And hearing, they hear not, neither do they understand. Right? And that is just Yahweh, he way of things. Not everybody is going to understand this truth. So when you understand the truth, you have to count yourself worthy, because the Lord could have claimed anybody. You understand? The elect, the Lord could have make up the elect to be whoever he want. You understand? It's the Lord in his power. He know who was going to be the elect. Right? So from the time you understand this and it's clear to you, you understand? You gotta count yourself worthy, because the Lord deem you worthy to understand this. A lot of people out there don't understand this. They don't understand the mysteries. Especially men of the Lord who teaching and preaching this truth right now. Right? The men who understand this truth, you gotta count yourself worthy. Because the Lord you could have been a Hamite. You could have been an Elamite somewhere doing something else. Right? You gotta count yourself worthy, and especially in this last time here, you gotta be grateful. Right? Because just by knowing mysteries, understanding certain things is a blessing. Because that means you have spiritual eyes. That means you could see what's going on, you're seeing what's coming. Right? According to the scriptures. So I'm going to get a precept in the book of Amos. Because we always bring out these precepts, but it's important. Right? This is the book of Amos 3 and 7. It says, Surely the Lord will do nothing, but he revealeth his secrets unto his servants, the prophets. So the Lord not doing anything, but revealing his secrets unto his servants, the men that serving him. You understand? And how you serve the Lord? You serve the Lord by keeping his laws, statutes, and commandments, and then you go and preach the word. Preaching this word is a serious thing. Preaching this word is an important thing. Right? There's a lot of Israelites just come as the Alamanat Zakba say. They come on the comment board, they just say Shalom, they just drop scriptures. There are a lot of Christian groups out there, a lot of Israelite groups out there that they know there's Israelites. Well, they claim to be Israelites, whatever the case may be, but they're not preaching. They're not going out there and preaching, they're not putting in the work. And what the Lord say. Faith without works is dead. You understand? They go hand in hand. Faith go with works, and works go with faith. You understand? That's just how it goes. They work together. You understand? So the Lord say He will do nothing but reveal His secrets unto the prophets, right? So let me go next precept here. In book of Romans. This is the book of Romans, chapter 11, and I'll start from 7. I'll start from verse 8. It says, according as it is written, Yahweh had given them the spirit of slumber, eyes that they should not see, and ears that they should not hear, unto this day. Right? And that is talking about you two-thirds Israel. You two-thirds of Israel. You understand? You have eyes that you cannot see. You cannot see the things that are about to take place. That's why when we speak to them and we warn them and tell them this is about to happen on the face of the earth, they don't understand. You understand? Everybody's so busy to want to save everybody. The Lord not dealing with everybody. The Lord dealing with a remnant. You understand? He dealing with a particular few. Right? The Lord did not come here for everybody, because if everybody was to be saved, then who going to face damnation? Who going to face being thrown in the lake of fire? Right? So I read it over again. It says, according as it is written, Yahweh had given them the spirit of slumber, eyes that they should not see, and ears that they should not hear, unto this day. Right? And David said, let their table be made a snare and a trap and a stumbling block and a recompense unto them. Yeah, because whatever you in right now, other than being in the truth, is going to become a snare unto you. Why? Because by you loving your job and loving this world and loving whatever it is you're into, and you're not into the truth, you understand? You're not into spreading the gospel, you're not into loving Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, that's going to be a snare. The reason it's going to be a snare, because you're going to take this so-called cure, you're going to take this so-called injection, and you're going to bow to the system. And by you bowing to the system, you understand, it's going to be like a snare unto you. Because all the Israelites right now, they're not paying attention to what's taking place on the face of the earth. Right? They're not waking up to understand that, alright, this is coming, you understand, and all these other things happening. All they understand is that I need to return to a sense of normalcy. I need to return to that life. Right? That is all they understand. But they don't understand that this is happening. Alright, let me get a precept here. Alright, let me see if I find this precept. There's a Yapa precept. Let me read out this first. It says, and David said, let their table be made a snare, and a trap, and a stumbling block, and a recompense unto them. So let their eyes be darkened, that they may not see, and bow down their back all way. Right? Because we know that is a trap unto them. All they do is trap themselves deeper and deeper. Right? But then already they were already predestinated to go through this. They were already predestinated to face the fire. Two-thirds of Israel and heathens, they are stick for the fire. We know this. You understand? We know that they are stick for the fire, and that is all they is. Right? Very rich. Alright, let me get a precept here. Jeremiah. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 5 and 21. It say, hear now this, O foolish people, and without understanding, which have eyes and see not, which have ears and hear not. Right? It say, fear ye not me, says the Lord. Right? You have no fear for the Lord. You understand? And the fear of the Lord is beginning of what? Knowledge. So, by not fearing the Lord, you don't have any knowledge. You don't have no knowledge of Him. You don't have no knowledge of the things that He could do. You have no knowledge of the things that promised to the Israelites once they follow the Lord's statutes and commandments. You don't have no knowledge. So it says, fear ye not me, says the Lord. It says, will ye not tremble at my presence? Yeah, because you're going to tremble at the Lord's presence. You're going to be afraid. You understand? You're going to be confounded. You're going to be put to shame. Because the man of the Lord was always speaking. You understand? But as I was saying before, you are just a stick for the fire. Right? It said, tremble at my it said, will ye not tremble at my presence? It said, which have placed the sand for the bound of the sea by a perpetual decree, that it cannot pass. Cannot pass it. And though the waves thereof toss themselves, yet can they not prevail through the roar, yet can they not pass over it. It says, but this people had a revolting and a rebellious heart, which represents your mind. It says, they are revolted and gone, neither say they in their heart, let us now fear the Lord, our power, that giveth rain, both the former and the latter. In his season he reserveth unto us the appointed weeks of the harvest. Because the Lord who raises up people and the Lord who bringeth down, the Lord who controls every spirit on the face of the earth. So why you wouldn't rather fear the Lord and be on the Lord's side than, be in a wicked state and a wicked mind? Because you don't have any choice. You don't have a choice. The Lord say He makes some vessels unto honor, right? And then He made some unto dishonor. So by knowing this, you should be counted yourself worthy, as I was saying before, right? Because to be in this truth, for the Lord to be actually count you, to wake you up, as I was saying, you could have been a Hamite, you could have been an Edomite, but you have the spiritual eyes to see. You understand? You have the spiritual eyes to know what's coming. Right? So let me go next precept here. 2 Timothy. This book of 2 Timothy chapter 2. And I'll start from 20. It says, but in a great house there are not only vessels of gold and of silver, but also of wood and of earth, and some to honor and some to dishonor. If a man therefore purge himself from these, he shall be a vessel unto honor, sanctified and meet for the master's use, which is fit. That meat represents fit for the master's use, and prepared unto every good work. So understand this. If you purge yourself, you understand, as Psalms 119 and 9 say, if you purge yourself, you cleanse yourself according to the word, the new baptism, right? Not the old baptism of water, but the baptism of fire, which is the word. You're cleansing yourself with the word. You're taking heed unto the word as you cleansing yourself. You're not committing any sin anymore. If you do this, then the Lord will find usefulness in you. You understand? He wake you up, you go and preach the word unto the house of Israel. You understand? You become useful. But to you that don't understand, you're blinded, you're in the world, you're doing wickedness, you are just a stick for the fire. In other words, you're useless. Especially to the men who was in the truth, and then they leave the truth. The Lord take that sight from you. Right? The Lord blinded you, in other words. Right? Yeah, the Lord blinded you, that you can't see what really coming again. Because there was once on the right side, and after, He just take that sight from you. Precept I have, boy. We get Exodus. Because way back in Exodus, it tells me this book of Exodus 32 and verse 7. And the Lord said unto Moses, Go get thee down, for thy people, which thou broughtest out of the land of Egypt, have corrupted themselves. They have turned aside quickly out of the way, right? They left the way. That's why I mentioned brothers who was in the truth, right? They didn't see what the Lord do for them. They didn't see that the Lord take them out of a wicked state and brought it into the light, the marvelous light, right? They didn't see that. They didn't recognize it. They always had spirits on them, wicked spirits, just waiting to be revealed. Because the elect, when the Lord wake up the elect, they are going to wake up and stay woke, because they are the elect. You understand? That's why the scripture say they were men not that's roughly paraphrasing. They were not taken by women. You understand? They by doctrines. You understand? They were not defiled by it, because these men were awoke and they stay woke. Right? It say they have turned aside quickly out of the way which I commanded them. They have made them a molten calf, and have worshipped it, and have sacrificed thereunto, and said, These be thy gods, O Israel, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt. And the Lord said unto Moses, I have seen this people, and behold, it is a stiff-necked people. Right? It say, Now therefore let me alone, that my wrath may wax hot against them, and that I may consume them, and I will make of thee a great nation. Right? So the Lord basically speaking here that he is going to make his wrath wax hot against them, and that they soon to pay for all that. They soon to pay for all that. Right? They soon to go through all the struggle where they had to go through for that. Right? But let me go to next precept in the book of Baruch. Right throughout the scriptures, you see the nation of Israel disappoint the Lord. And what the Lord do? The Lord keep waking them back, bringing them back. You know, the book of Judges is a great example. Right through the nation of Israel was going off, and the Lord had to send a prophet to bring them back. You know, the Lord always sent to bring them back, because the Lord loves us. But our people just wicked. They were stiff-necked. You understand? The book of Baruch chapter 2 and 30. Right? It says, For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people, but in the land of their captivities they shall remember themselves. Right? So, where are we now? We are in the land of our captivity. The so-called Negroes, Spanish, Latinos, you understand, Native Americans, we scattered to the four corners of the earth. We are in the land of our captivity, and the Lord is waking us back up. You understand? But foolish Israelites, they won't wake up. They won't hear. The Lord say he knew that they wouldn't hear, because they are foolish people. Look at the world today. Look what really going on right now. You understand? They ready and line up to take this so-called cure. You understand? Because they're blind. They're not seeing that it is going to become a snare for them. It is going to become a trap. You understand? They're blind and they can't hear. The reason they can't hear, because they not hear any men of the Lord speaking. They not hear any men of the Lord warning them day in, day out, continually. Right? But our precept that said the Lord, the righteous and innocent blood crieth unto the Lord continually. You understand? We always crying out unto the Lord to take away this place. You understand? Destroy this place. And if you're not doing it, that should be a prayer. That should be a prayer to destroy this place, because we fed up on this place. This place only getting worse and worse. Right? And that is all in the Lord's plan. That is all in the Lord's plan, and the wicked Israelites not seeing it. You understand? That is why the beginning of the video I was saying that, you know, eyes to see, but they see not. They ready to walk down into Israel. They ready to walk down into Babylon and seek help right now. They ready to go and ask of the wicked to help them. Imagine you who was, you know, supposed to be apple of the Lord's eye. You walking down onto the wicked to seek help. You walking on onto the other nations and Esau to help you in this wicked place. Right? But I'll bring out this precept. We always bring out this precept too. At the book of Isaiah 30. Book of Isaiah chapter 30 and 1. It says, woe to the rebellious children, says the Lord, that take counsel but not of me, that cover with a covering but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. Right? They take counsel, they didn't take counsel from the men of the Lord. You understand? They take counsel from Esau, from this wicked place. They didn't come and take a counsel, but they take a covering but not of the Lord's spirit. Right? They cover themselves with Esau. They want to open back up the business, they want to do whatever it takes to live comfortable in this place. So what they do, they take a counsel of Esau. They take the so-called cure. You understand? The injection. Verse 2, it says, that walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked of my mouth. Who's the Lord mouth? The men of the Lord, the prophets. To strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be the shame, and the trust of the shadow of Egypt your confusion. Now when you think of the strength of Pharaoh and the shadow of Egypt, what comes to mind? You understand? The beast. You understand? They worshiping this beast. They worshiping this wicked system. You understand? And that's what it is really about. You going to seek help is actually you worshiping this wicked system. You know, you're worshiping the beast and the beast image. Right? You're worshiping Esau and his image. Right? Which is the system. And by you worshiping this system, that means that you're blind. How you could worship this system? This chemtrails everywhere. The way you take a so-called cure. You understand? An injection that not good for you. Poison. You understand? You're seeing that when you do the magnet test, it's magnet in your body. You understand? Iron in your body. The what really going on? What it is they're really injecting you with? You even know? You don't even know. You understand? But you're trusting the enemy. And the scripture say never trust thy enemy. But then you don't have the eyes to see. So the shame of Pharaoh, the strength of Pharaoh going to be a shame. Right? Let me see if I got a precept here. I'll get Revelation 14 because I was now speaking about the beast and his image. Book of Revelation chapter 14 and verse 9. Alright, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh. So let me go through it again. The third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast, which is Esau, you understand, you're bowing to the system, you're doing everything they want to do, right? And his image, which is going into to ask for help of them. You didn't ask the Lord for help, but you're going for a loan, you're going for money, you're willing to do anything to bow to the system, right? And receive his mark in his forehead, which we know is the mark of the beast. You understand, the RFID microchip, or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture. Right? This wrath is going to be poured out without mixture. You're going to have to face this wrath fully, because you bow to the system. The Lord didn't give you the spiritual eyes to see that you wasn't to do this. So you bow to the system, and it became a snare for you. It became a trap. Right? That's why it says, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone when them chariots return, when the ICBM bombs drop, in the presence of the holy angels, and in the presence of the Lamb, which is Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai is the Lamb. Right? So you know. Let me see if I got an next precept here. The book of Mark chapter 4 and verse 11. And he said unto them, unto you it unto you, Salakia, unto you it is given to know the mystery of the kingdom of heaven, of Yahweh. But unto them that are without, all these things are done in parables. Right? Just like the precept we bring out earlier on. It says that seeing they may see and not, Salakia, that seeing they may see and not perceive, they will not understand. And hearing they may hear and not understand, lest at any time they should be converted and their sins should be forgiven them. So understand this, you will never see the mysteries of the Lord unless the Lord choose you and the Lord wake you up, right? And you convert, you understand, you change your ways, you understand, you start to follow the Lord's statutes and commandments. That is the only way you're going to see, right? If the Lord open your eyes, right? It say verse 13, and he said unto them, know ye not this parable? And how then will ye know all parables? You understand? This is a part thing. Because you don't know this parable, then how you going to know any other parable? If you can understand that parable, simple. The Lord had to wake you up. The Lord had to give you that understanding. That's why we say to Wada Yahweh Hashem Yahushai all the time. Right? Because only the Lord could wake you up and open your eyes to see. You understand? Only the Lord could make you see what really taking place and open your eyes to know that this is really happening. Right? Have a precept that says we were talking about the scribes and the Pharisees, and they were seeing how foolish they was because they could discern the times. You understand? They could discern the times, they could discern the weather, everything, but they can't see that the Lord coming. Right? They can't, that's roughly paraphrasing, but they can't see that the Lord coming. You understand? Let me see if I get that precept. I think it's in Matthew 16 or 17. Yes, can. The book of Matthew chapter 16, I'll start from 1. The Pharisees also, which the Sadducees came and tempting desired him that he would shew them a sign from heaven. You understand? Because this, as the scriptures say, a wicked and adulterous nation seeketh after a sign, but the Lord is not going to give them no sign. What of the prophet Jonah, which is we preaching, this word on the sheet. This is the only sign you're going to get. With us, the men of the Lord, waking up and preaching YouTube. You understand? And he answered and said unto them, when it is evening, ye say it will be fair weather, for the sky is red, and in the morning it will be foul weather. Today, for the sky is red and lowering. O ye hypocrites, ye can discern the face of the sky, but can ye not discern the signs of the times? Right? A wicked and adulterous generation seeketh after a sign, and there shall no sign be given unto them, shall be given unto it, but the sign of the prophet Jonas. And he left them and departed. Right? So going back up to verse 3 when it says, going at the end, and it says, O ye hypocrites, ye can discern the face of the sky. They could know when rain coming, right? They could know when weather coming, a typhoon. They could know when a hurricane coming. You understand? But ye cannot discern the signs of the times. How you don't know that the Lord coming? Because you're blinded, as I was saying. You're spiritually blind and you're spiritually deaf. You can't hear, right? So you cannot see that the Lord coming. All these signs happening, but you cannot see. The Lord didn't give you that spiritual eye to see that He coming, and He didn't give you the spiritual ear to hear the man of the Lord, to understand the parables that the Lord is really coming. Look at the times. Look at what's going on. Look at the things that are happening around the earth right now. Uproars of people. Rumors of wars. You understand? All this is signs. You understand? You mightn't take it as a sign, but it is a sign. Rumors of wars. The nation's getting ready to trample the place. You understand? They're getting ready to destroy that golden cup right now. You understand? America. Right? They're getting ready to famine is about to happen. Famine of the word is about to happen too. You understand? 2 Ezra 15 and 16. You understand? That is about to happen as well too. You understand? Breaking into other people's houses, all these things written. It is about to happen. And it's just that you can't see it. But the men of the Lord will see, and we will warn you. And that's all we could do. We waking up the elect. Right? So hopefully this video is edifying. I want to say Kala Layam La Allah Hayanawa Yahweh Bashem Yahushai Bashem Kakodash. Double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Salutation to the Aki and preaching the truth to the four corners of the earth in sincerity. I want to say Shalom to the one or two faithful Aquas that listen and learning. Shalom.